Boom! All right, Kenman here. Today we have a fun unboxing from Artisan Cutlery. Found a nice knife, new release of a kind of a budget-friendly version of a premium knife that I was excited about. Shut up, Kenman, open the box. I was on a good price. I got myself an early gift. You buying yourself any knives for Christmas? What are you getting? Tell me about it in the comments below. Artisan Cutlery. There it is. Get out the knife. Nice embossed cutlery cloth for the collection. Box on the floor. And here is the knife release from your pouch. Mini bag on the floor. Ooh, yeah. Today, it's the Artisan Cutlery Beest. Wow. So this was designed by Dustin, my buddy Dustin. Dusty Rhodes. Met him at Blade Show, Texas, and saw him in Atlanta. Real nice guy. Makes some cool designs for Artisan Cutlery, and this is one of them. I saw the premium version when I was in Atlanta, and they now have more of a budget-friendly version. This is an AR RPM 9 blade with a brass handle. Shipwreck anyone? Yes, me, please. Got a liner lock on there, drops in really nice. Thumb studs and the flicking hole. I'd say if anything, I don't know how necessary it is to have both. What's everyone think about that? Comment, tell me about it. I think you could have a nice thumb stud and be good with it. You could have a great hole and be good with that. I kind of prefer the fuller hole myself. Drops really well. And I can thumb, wow. Thumb from the hole, no problem. Flick out, piece of cake. I'm using my right hand. Actually, of course, cut myself on something. I don't know what. It wasn't this, actually, but yeah, of course, cut myself. So I'm having some problems using the lock to close it right now, and it's not because it's a bad lock. I've got a little separation going on my skin right there. There is a front flipper. Nice and snappy. I'll see if I can do this a couple times without starting to lose some blood. Liner does drop really well. That front flipper is fun. Action is great. So the premium one is like titanium and I think S35 VN, and it does look cool. The other difference, I guess, with the premium one is they have a little inlay or a little insert of like carbon fiber right there on both sides that this one does not have. I think there is a few different versions, but I saw the brass. I wanted to do a new shipwreck. This fit the bill. What do we think? So, big belly, a lot of curve. Point seems though that it's in a good spot for getting in there, but there is a lot of belly on there. Good for like doing some skinning and stuff. Might be a little harder for getting into a point for a specific delicate kind of a cut. But it does feel nice. Got a long blade on there. Tons of jimps on the back section. They could go further, you know, Kenman. Jimp it out here and all the way around it. Index finger does feel really nice. Kind of a little grab grip here. There is the main kind of spot in this kind of choke up flat with the sharpening choil. Kind of also kind of a forward finger choil. Gets my thumbs right on those jimps for just getting in there for them push cuts. Very comfortable in the hand. Even back here, this is a full-size knife. Handle sticks out. The choke up spot got a little bit more room for that control. Blade is solid. No play like that. No play this direction here. Sitting right in the center there. Flicks out real good. Crisp. So, let's check the detent. Not bad, snappy. I feel like it could be a little stronger, but it's not in a bad way. Let's see if I can talk this. Yep, well, I can catch it. Generally, if you can get caught in the hole, you can kind of prevent it from opening all the way and then do a little talking with it. So this is kind of a talker. Detent could be a little stronger. Doesn't make or break the knife, though. I would say Ultimately, you make the detent a little stronger, just remove the thumb stud completely. And this thing is super cool. I mean, it's already super cool, and I'm not trying to nitpick. Dustin, this is a great knife. You did a good job. I really like the premium version as well. And I saw that these came out, and I was like, ooh, look at that. Brass. We're going to shipwreck this thing. Does anyone not know what a shipwreck is? I used to have some lying around. I don't know where they went. This is the wrong time to be searching for them. Here's a copper shipwreck. And here's a brass. So you take that brass or copper and put it in a container with some salt, some ammonia, and let it kind of break down and corrode and create these patinas. Very cool. I think it'll kind of work its way into those hexagons and make some fun patterns. We're going to try it out, so stay tuned for that. Good feel. Man, this thing is big. Let's measure this up. I like the hexagon shape, kind of gives it the weight distribution in a good way. And then they kind of follow that hexagon with the hole. Cool design. The Beest, spelled with 2 E's. Beest. Right? Just over 8 inch. Angle to angle, it's pretty much right on. If you were to go straight, it might be a little bit longer than that, just slightly over 8 inch. So we got a full sizer, and that blade, 3 7/8 at that angle. If you go right to the center of the handle, it's like 3 5/8, and the cutting surface, 3 5/8, with a nice big curve on the front of the belly, and 4 3/8 on the handle. We have right here a completely fresh and new battery. What are we doing here? Yes. The battery has officially died. We put the new one in. You saw it. You were here. There it is. First official measurement, 0.11. And then it drops. So that 1-1 goes basically to the end of there and then starts tapering off slowly to a nice, perfect point. Handle, 0.43. Tightest spot up here, 0.76. Gets out to 9.8 there and then follows that 9.8, 9.9 all the way to the end. And thickest part of the blade, 1.09. No flash, no loss. How many, comment below, how many unboxings are we going to get before it starts flashing like it's going to die? And then how many are we going to get before it actually dies? I think it started flashing within a month of the first battery. And then it showed us that it was dying for over a year. Probably. If you have more accurate guess or numbers on that, we could check the tapes. They're there. My videos exist. We could find it. 5.30. This thing is a beast. That's what you get with your copper and your brass. If you do not like heavy knives, copper and brass may not be for you. I think the lighter Beast is probably half of this weight. This is definitely very heavy. Not for me personally. I like a heavier knife, so I like it in the hand. You can feel it. You know it's there. The lighter ones, I'm not as much of a fan. Everyone has their preferences. What do you like? Tell me below. But 5.3 definitely got some weight to it. Here is that drop bear, 3.28. Wow. So it's got some mass behind the brass. Sometimes. Yeah. The drop bear compare brought to you by Kizer. The drop bears are great, not quite full size, same size as your bug outs, your pyrites, great users. There's the jimps we want. Tons of them. So handle is just a little bit shorter, maybe 1/4 inch and about a 1/2 inch or so on the blade. So that not quite full size is a good user size. This is just a little bit bigger. So some people, if they don't like a larger knife or a heavier knife, that might not be for you. But if you like a larger knife and a heavier knife, yes. Check out the drop bear. Nice user. So yeah, if you're looking for something with a little bit of mass to it, Got some class. The Beest. Dustin makes some cool designs. I guess I should have got that out. I still can. I have one other of Dustin's designs. You may know it. The Nanner. The Unripened Nanner by CJRB. Oh, fantastic. Just a fun. He makes some cool, interesting designs, and I like that. I'm a knife collector. Not every knife needs to be a perfectly functional user, and so you get the fun ones like the banana. You got this Beast right here. I think this would be great for just doing some big work, some skinning. Deer hunters out there, or just a knife that's just got a nice big slice. If you need a lot of blade, you want some mass in your hand, this might be the one for you. Let's get a little paper cut test here quick. There we are. Got a freshie. That AR RPM 9 is a nice base model steel. I have a lot of blades with it. I think it's great. Sharpens well, holds the edge pretty good. Nice. Nice. I'm trying to get there we go. A little curly. You can relax and get a nice long, slow tear. But when I start getting good tears, that's when I get a little wild. Okay, here we go. Get rid of that. Makes a nice curve. Now I'm starting to fall apart. Yeah, I give it 8.5. Make some good curls. If you just want to make a nice long cut, that is a good blade for it. Okay. So here we are. We have done it. We've come to another great conclusion of a knife review. What are we going to see next? Who knows? Who knows? You ever find some cool knives and are excited about it? Tell me about them. Show up on one of my live streams. We discuss new knives often, looking for what's cool out there, sharing thoughts and ideas with others, customs, modifications, all that type of stuff. If you're interested, join me Thursdays, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do vertical lives regularly, Mondays, Tuesdays around 4 or 5. Fridays the same, and then Saturday morning coffees at 8 o'clock. Hope to see you there. Thanks again, Dustin, for this great design. I mean, he didn't send it to me. I paid for it. I like to support. Here's some support to my buddy. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.